So we have to where you have to see us speak over ourselves, right? Because you say something, it takes about 5 seconds before they even hear you, and they start talking. And then where they are talking, they will hear that you said something about 5 seconds ago in the middle of their own conversation. So they will be like, eh. So that's something I suffer from here a lot. The connections. And I bet this is from Nigeria. Hello there.
Hello, Mayego. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good today. How are you too?
I'm very well, thank you. Where are you calling from, sir?
Thank you.
All right.
I'm calling from the nation capital of Nigeria.
You are calling from Abuja. Okay. So everybody can hear you, sir. Please. The network.
So, thank you so much, Mayego. Thank you so much for your site analysis. Thank you so much for your.
Thank you. I know it can really be annoying. Can you see hear me? It's just gonna be like back forth, and all that. The networks can be very annoying. See that?
Oh, thank you so much for your information you gave us. But Mayego, I just want to make some clarification, please. Uh, Godwin Emefiele, I'm not whoever is passing to him, he deserves to do so. But
Hmm.
I don't know why they are using him as a soundboard. What about the boss, Imam, that put him in charge for 8 years?
Same question. Where is his boss that ordered him or approved all of what he did? They're not going to mention him. There we go. I am so sorry, my Abuja caller. The network is not being nice to us, we have to say. So I'm going to get this. This seems like another number from Nigeria. Except not. Hello. Sir.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Brother,
Sir?
let me say you really try.
JJ.
No surrender. Now so JJ ni.
JJ. Hey, no.
Oh,
They never catch you.
I'm just on and off now, going and coming.
Are you sure you are not in their detention right now? It's in Nigeria.
You know,
for you, JJ.
You know, say I get some things where I don't be just overlook for there. So I got to
budget. I'm just like,
I got to budget to brother.
Yeah.
You know, all these things you have been saying, it's like you don't know what is going on. We just need to pray for Paulus make it last 6 months. The way things are going. Don't you know that half of the people who put her there know they happy with her? Now the truth I tell you, but I know we'll talk too much. You see that Aswane man, like Prince JJ man, they said. You remember I've been telling you this guy about his information last time, the long time, that guy hand, he get not be only call who they feed that guy. The guy na correct betray. When you say traitor,
Asari,
na confirm traitor. Now so we don't enter one chance. I just dey pray make katakata burst. Once katakata burst, make everybody stay waka. Many things dey on ground, but no, it's not meant for public consumption. Anyway, brother, you really try.
Just stay safe over there. I don't get connection for DSS, so you know what I mean. Like
no. Let's keep it that way.
We'll leave it at that. Yes.
But I just want to
let me go extra. Let me go somewhere else again. JJ would like us to just leave it like that. Hello, can you hear me? No, they can't. I lost that. So I have another caller. You believe? Hello there.
Hello. I can't believe I go through.
You just did. How are you, sir?
Wait, man, bro, I've been calling for the past 3 weeks, man. Like, just put my phone ring and
I'm
die.
so
Still,
sorry.
I can make, I still I can make it through. So I'm super excited
I'm sorry,
right
man.
now.
But finally, you did. There's
Uh,
always
so
there's always that
I
first
know.
time, and you are welcome. Please.
No, I'm a member of the temple. So
So you
I've
have
been on
always
your
been
show and
like,
I've called.
oh, okay. You've just not been able to get through in the. Oh, I get that now. I
Like,
do.
what is I was like, what is happening to the line? Is Mahmudu is the one controlling the line, the APC.
I do. And we block some of you out and allow others in. Like, no, I don't have that technology yet. I wish I do. So I can just fence some
I
people out
know.
like, no, don't call me. Yeah, no, don't call me. You know.
Oh man, sometimes man, you feel frustrated and the show is so exciting. It's like, hey, can I just say one thing?
That's
How is
it.
these people going through? Man, I mean, hey, your show, bros, man, your show is just something else. I can
Thank
stay
you.
and watch your show for like 3 hours without not even like try to blink away.
I know. Thank you.
3 hours and still listening.
I get
You know,
everybody kind of. I managed to get everyone glued, except if something is so like they are so busy that they have to avoid it, and that's some good quality there. Spending quality time
it
with every
is,
one of
and this
ourselves,
this is the
without
funny
making you
thing.
feel
The
like it's worthless, Jared. I'll stop wasting my time. So thank
You
you.
know, the funny thing is this: regardless, you come online like almost every day,
Yes,
right? It's always like this is a brand new show, like something new. Like
I
I'm
know.
watching it for the first time. That
I
is
know.
how it seems like. And whenever you don't come online, everybody have that my good type of sickness. What is wrong? Or why is it not online today?
I
As
know.
Nigeria started turning around, type of vibe,
I know that
you know.
feeling. I know.
So
Thank you very much.
yes, but
Anyway,
I'm
I
calling from
appreciate all those
California.
around me. Yeah, go on, Baba, please.
I'm calling from California. This is Chris. Chris from California.
Say that again.
This is Chris from
Grace
Cali, from
from Cali.
California. Yes,
Right.
yes,
I
oh,
think that
yes,
sounds familiar now, kind of. But
of
continue talking.
yes.
I'll get there,
So
please.
yeah, yeah. So when you see like, cause I was watching the whole program when you said Chege will start walking, man, I was dying of laughter. I said by that time,
It's not me. They say a baby walk they are still facing right now. And after baby walk, Baba,
the Chege will start
you know
walking
the
and
rest.
running. So, cause automatically, Shomole said the truth. He said we didn't promise you guys anything.
No, we
So
didn't
they
promise
have
you.
nothing you guys is going to hold Tunubu against because he never promised anything.
No.
So he will go to campaign, sing and dance.
Hmm.
Then he will say, okay, I'm leaving. Then they pay Mahmoud. Then that's it. So now everybody's complaining. What do you expect?
Hmm.
You understand? And another thing, what APC is trying to do is so easy to see what APC is trying to turn Nigeria to China. But the
Hmm.
problem is they are not doing anything. Because you know, China have two parties. People always see when they come, it's always one party, the CCP, right?
Hmm.
But China have the opposite party. But the CCP is the one controlling China, while the other one is made by CCP. That's why when they were running their campaign, they try to make it about them a PDP. Because they know too well nobody is voting for PDP. Because PDP is not like a wounded lion.
Hmm.
Everybody say, an lion be that, but you still see children who go there and play, they will slap themselves. Then they can't do anything.
God
You
damn it. Like
understand?
like paper tiger. If he just
Yes,
if he
oh,
back, no if he bite. God damn.
yeah,
PDP. Oh. Mhm.
yes, yeah, PDP. Because the entire campaign, they will say PDP is me, ACAPC and PDP. Why? Because they'll say, Atiku have been running for how many years? You understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
So that is not even a threat because they know the threat was the obedient. You understand? But they don't want to give them that platform and that highlight. You understand? To make people believe in them. That's
Hmm.
why they even put obited. Like even say, okay, let's go for it. It will be between me and Atiku. They know what they were doing. But obviously, Nigerians have woken up and they didn't like the fact that the youth woke up. Now they bring this student law of a thing. Because they understand the more dummy and the Nigerians become, the more the criminals can be in power.
That's right.
Because like now, the subsidy have gone up 100%, everything Nigeria 100%, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So if you can't afford to take your children to school fees, how can they be informed? They
Hmm.
can be informed now. They will just look one, like we Nigerians, we like praising people with money. They'll
Hmm.
say, that Baba. Oh, but if you see in house, if you see
You
in
see in
Benz,
car. Hmm.
you understand? Like person like that come to run for any political position, they'll say you don't need our money anymore. He's already rich. Just give it to the way some people was talking about Tunubu. Tunubu don't need Nigerians' money. Even the wife said it. Because that is the mentality they've been giving us over the years. Now the school fees. Yes, because the school fees is not high. Even the school they go. Remember, imagine how you go to school. When you graduated from school, you don't have job, nothing, and even the electricity, we don't have it. Majority of the people that is highly educated, someone here that live in Western world that don't even have the qualification they have, they will still school these people. Because why? We are exposed to a lot of information that they don't even have access to. You understand?
I do with you.
So now that is the thing that is going on. Now let's look at this. When I was talking about the CC, Tunubu, once Tunubu finish now, it will bring another person that is worse than him. Though people will start saying, we miss Tunubu. If it's Tunubu now, things was okay. We know say we suffer, but it suffer not the way everybody is talking about Buhari now. Some people say they miss Buhari. Now, anytime they post hardship in Nigeria, people will type, this hardship will favor me and my family. You understand? It's just crazy. And the funniest thing is this. People that is calling from Nigeria, they now have a new formula of begging. People that is calling from Nigeria. Bros, I have 3 different people on my phone. 3 with same thing. Why 2 with different thing? They will call. They will say, oh, my mom is dead. Or my dad is dead. Right? You will never see flyer. You'll say, your papa died, your mama died, bro, sorry. And they'll start giving you complaint for you to feel bad for them, right? Then now they will ask you for money. You say, but guy, I never ready for burial and fly and nothing ever come. They will tell you everything Nigeria is so they just want to do a coded burial. Have you ever heard about coded burial before? Doing burial high. I say, my brother, bros, another one that hit me up yesterday is getting married, right? I said, okay, guy, no wahala. When time reach, I'll see what I'll do. Right? Can you imagine? From this guy tested me 2 weeks and he come back yesterday to make it look like it's real. The thing is real. Common flyer I never see, even in girlfriend or wife to be, I've never seen. I said, but guy, where your wife? Where the flyer? Where he said, guy.
Where the invitation? Where the IV? Where the thing we go show say, now here you won't do now, so person you won't marry. Where all these things? Now you they ask?
Now, they said, the situation in Nigeria now, they'll start complaining. And this was the same thing. Yes, now say coded wedding, coded burial, everything now coded. I said, my brother, may I not get money for anything when you want hide do. Guy, kukuma hide do. I'm like, say, sabi me as well. You understand? And Baba, these were the same, and these people live in Lagos. So these were the same people that I was talking about this Tunubu of a guy. We don't trust him. Go vote for B. They was telling me, Tunubu is a political genius. Once Tunubu enter presidency now, dude, I swear to God, all these people were telling me. All these people were telling me. I say, but even the case in court, these people use math to. I say, like me, we be obedient to. How come we when they informative down and when they say na social media you they follow now, but now the real grand the thing they. Now the real grand when the thing they now they enjoy and now I call they disturb us when they for social media. Now I say, follow your real grand though. We when they social media, more let us be.
Just leave us for here. More be see the social media president, main the motivator. So go meet your grand running president. Main go sort you.
I they tell you now, bye the way me I don't go like my own prayer.
Yeah, what? Tell us.
May even court just surprise us, say to win. So that those people go enjoy where they go enjoy. Because these people, I'm not feeling bad for them. I'm not. By the time that shake start walking and running, now that place I be they wait for.
You know go like that too. Man, I don't like you. I don't dream about time. Sure you get. See, under Buhari, say me, now they kind of they look everywhere all the time. I don't report about a woman we carrying her own child. Go deposit them for 1 Congo of Gary. Sure you get.
Oh man.
So when this kind shaggy come tie rapper or come wear joggers, trainers, come they run. after this baby walk. Even you say no go like her. You will see. God give us long life. You go see.
But that is true. That is true. Cause me, I'm not going to lie. Cause I have family back home,
you
right?
Get? Like you will see
Yeah,
things, even though you go still feel like say, you go still feel like say, oh more, she will not tell them. But sometimes you go feel like say, oh more, how things come bad like this.
Dude, me and honestly, like I don't know any single person. Do you know, but Brian, do you know how bad this is? Like I just dropped my friend off at the airport. He's going to Nigeria. To the point we still stop by the bank to withdraw at least $100 on the side that we will use to bribe people
them at the airport.
From the airport. Because my own experience when I went to Nigeria, it was crazy, bro. I told my guy, I said, guy, listen, at the airport, if you want to bribe, you will bribe with all your money, all the things you bring. You have to nail out to excuse your face and be very mean and rude.
You get.
And the same thing you have to do, you have to try to change this your accent to and be American. I was like, that is the way me personally was able to pass through these people.
Like say, wait, see, tell your friend again, if you never fly, tell her, say, when he can land, enter town, if you know, if they greet them, they hail us, baba, shaman, igwe, ozizika kuwan. Me instead they repeat them, they call the shake body with us. I they hear you too. If they call them king, me call them king of kings. If they call them shaman, me call them president.
I tell him, say, even transport fare alone will take all his money. So if you want to go there, go do for the Christmas. My guy, don't call my phone. I'll let you know. Don't call they tell me, say, guy, after 1 week, your money don't finish. No try him. No, the situation there is really terrible. It's really, really terrible.
Bless.
All right, boss. Thanks so much.
It's such a pleasure, right? Speaking to you tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, boss. All right, thank you.
You should have a good one, Baba. Nice one, So, Baba, if you go Nigeria or you are in Nigeria, I know to get. If not, you go work out with money. You go back home empty-handed. Your brokenness, the way you go broke in no time, it go surprise you too. So if you there, say you, Shaman, my Shaman, call back. I say my president, my general president. If they call you president, call them, my world president. If you go to do Shaman, come back here and testify. Hello there.
Yeah, Michael, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
This is Olatokunbo speaking.
Talks. You back?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well,
I was in Nigeria for I was in Nigeria 3.5 weeks ago, and it was amazing. First and foremost, I might deviate from what you're talking about today.
Please.
And
quickly.
I actually went to Princess to Ishara and Modogbolu. And my heart bleeds.
Did you see all Did you see all those towns? Did you see the people?
I did. When I went to the schools, I had 2 places that I actually. I thought I was a hard person, but this brought me to tears. And a lot of people that are on your program today, when they do go home, they might need to go and see Princess and go around the schools and see what exactly it's like. Because when you see it on the screen and what you bring to them, that's just like a drop in the ocean of what is actually on ground. And I saw it for the first time. Now, let me give you one scenario. There was a little girl in Ishara, school 2, that we went to. Maybe her foot was like a size 1. She was putting like a size 4 white trainers on. When they saw, but I ain't saying, sorry, I'm Yoruba, sorry. They tied the shoe back and she had to actually walk in a shoe 4 times her size. We gave her a shoe that day. The other lady, there was a lady, I was telling Princess, I said, look, that girl doesn't have any shoes on. So Princess actually mentioned in her speech that, I wanted to need better, let's say. And her friend actually stepped back a little bit to cover her friend's shame that she didn't have any shoes on her feet. My God, that thing moved me to tears. When you're in Nigeria, my God, people are suffering. I swear that, my brother. I called my daughter. I said, look, I'd love you to see, because I sent her a few videos that I did on myself. I said, I want you to come and see how privileged you are. But someone told me, I said, look, hold on, my brother. This can either be therapeutic or traumatic to your own children. And I'm thinking, if it's traumatic to me, how will my own children handle it? Then we go to Dugbolu, the poor girl hasn't been able to move for a while. when we gave her the wheelchair, the mother's prayer was deep. And I just said, look, princess, let me go back to where I'm coming from. I said, I can't do this anymore. So I want to hail Princess and her team and Michael yourself, what you guys are doing. If I don't know you guys do it, but for me, I think I'm a hard man. Man, I know I'm a father, and this touched me deeply. So Michael, from my bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for who you are.
Thank you.
Princess, thank you for who she is. Thank Princess team, everybody in her team. I can't remember their names now, but you guys are doing a marvelous job. I'm part of this thing. My donations come in where you can't even see my name coming in because I do that discreetly. But I was there and they
And I
were
was,
passing through my
kind
home,
of following your money. It's like putting your money
and
where
I'm
your mouth is, right?
mouthy.
And you
And
saw.
my ego,
Hmm,
even in the rain, we were there. Children were waiting
thank you
for us to
so
come.
much for
And I
that.
saw them. Those pre-looks that they gave you guys on the TV is a tip of the iceberg. People need anybody that goes to Nigeria from Yoruba, from our community here. Let me put it that way. Don't let me say Yoruba, from our community because we are not only Yorubas here, the Igbos, the Hausas here, from our community of Maigos Diary Political. Please try and reach out to Princess. And if they're doing their rounds in the Yoruba side, just go down and see. So you now imagine what happens in your own land and in the northern part of Nigeria. My ego is deplorable. Even the teachers, my ego is absolutely heartbreaking. I spoke to my father. My father said, "Look, you know what? It's my my ego.
Talks. Thank you so much. I
I'm
mean,
sorry, my sorry. I just had to debate from because
with this,
I've not called on your show for a long time. I've been in the background. After the election, I said, you know what, I just give up and everything. But I've been on your show, keep listening. I'm thinking, so Tony, why can't people just open their minds and just listen to this chap? This guy is telling you guys exactly what's going to happen. And my everything has been, you are like a prophet. Everything you have been saying has been coming to pass. And you have the right set of people working with. I'm not an executive, and I can't be an executive because I'm not that strong enough to be there. Because I'll just vex for people. You understand? I'm not that patient person because I was angry. I'm thinking, if I had the money, I could do things for these kids. But I saw what we did. And my those impact in the Shara, I know the Bolu, my God, that's more than enough for me to say, you know what, I want to go full on with you guys. I will put whatever resource I can give, I will give. If they want to stay places in Ogun State, I know people I can talk to. Okay, before low term consuls in my somewhere.
I know.
Do you understand?
Thank you
I've
so
seen
much.
what you guys have done.
I am happy
My
that
God,
you
thank you so much.
experienced that. And then,
My God,
and
it's
with the team, like you said, who have been very much on ground,
oh,
I can't explain what they
princess
actually
is
do
magnitude
better
is
to people. Or you know what I mean? But I'm glad you experienced it.
My God, you know those exercise books you gave the children.
Mhm.
I brought some back to I brought some 4 exercise books for my children, and they saw it here. And like, that is this what the kids are clamoring for? I said yes, but then we got all these things free. I'm saying no, don't do that. People are actually dying to have this. A teacher came to us from Peru and begged us to come from Shara to Peru. Say, please come and give us some books. This is what we need in our school because the government is not supporting us, and we did that on our own. We give them books, and they were praying. Everybody was praying. Churches were praying. I'm like, for real, is it this bad? Do you get me? Well, another day, because I was calling, I think I was calling the other number. I just saw it on the screen now that it's a
Oh, I
077
changed
number.
the phone just died on its own. I never
Yeah,
came back
sorry,
around.
I've been calling the other number. That's how I should have called earlier on.
Thank
But
you.
just I'm the
No,
hold
no,
on a
I
second.
can
I don't have
actually recognize the number too. Like, it's
yeah.
new
All
on
right.
this one. So thanks so much and
My
you're
God,
welcome back, Talks.
thank you for this experience.
Th-
Hello, am I good?
Talks is talking. Hello there.
Yeah. Hello, am I good?
Yeah, can you hear me? Is that Ken?
No, it's not Ken. I'm from Tony,
Okay. How are you?
US. I'm okay.
Beautiful.
I'm okay. But really, it's not easy. I'm a first time caller.
You are a first time caller. You just grabbed that Ken voice so perfectly that I could pass you for Ken. Right. So, what's
Well,
your name, sir?
my name is Anthony.
Anthony. Thank you so much for
Yes,
joining me.
calling.
Please.
Yes. Really, it's not easy. When I saw today's video, I was something else. What shit is happening in this whole country called Nigeria?
Tell me about it.
But really, let me tell you.
Yes, sir.
Before I came to US,
If you if you see the kind of military formative Tinubu's government, you can't believe it. We have Kai, we have Lasma, we have all kind of formative, military formative. Sometimes when I ask myself, is this kind of leader we are going to project that has impunities over everything, do not obey the court rules, court orders, and rest of them?
They don't.
I ask myself, what kind of nation are we building?
Honestly.
What kind of nation are we building? A nation that the presidency does not have. Look at a kind of scenario that happened here. It has held the whole world. I've seen it. And everybody was, what kind of thing is this? Where there's no rule of law. It's really disheartening. I've been calling this your program. I've been watching it for over a year and a half. Every day I keep on calling. Sometimes it makes me to even not to put myself. I say, what kind of nation is it? But that apart, but I ask myself, what kind of nation is this? What kind of nation
It's
are
always
we
like
building?
that. It is so kind of draining. That's the word. Like it drains you so much that you ask so many questions without getting an answer, and they just keep coming back again, like repeating themselves again and again. It's exhausting, Anthony.
Firstly, I have to thank your wife because every day you make out a program that sometimes I ask myself, do you have time for yourself? But first of all, I have to
I
thank
am
your
now so
family
used to
for
it, and
uh, uh, uh,
people have been so,
uh,
so generous to me
uh,
as well
uh,
that I just feel like I'm not
I've
working.
been an
Go on.
advocate. No, of course, but I've been an advocate of a good governance. But really, I don't know. In less than 2 months,
Uh-huh.
in less than 2 months, this kind of scenario is playing out. What kind of legacies are we showing our children? What kind of legacy are we showing to the international community? What kind of legacies are we telling ourselves? What kind of things, what kind of pride do we boost? Maybe you'll be going or somebody asks you, where are you from? How can you tell him you're from Nigeria? Because sometimes you say, yeah, well, Africa. You want to omit some parts. It's really disheartening. It's a really big slap, a big shame
Yes.
on our side. Really, it's very messy. I don't know, really. Every day, people will be asking you of money. Ask everybody in diaspora, please. The other guy said coded burial,
Uh-huh.
coded
Coded this,
wedding,
coded
coded
that. For
coded
coded money.
everything, coded money. Everybody will be asking you every day. Ask everybody in diaspora. Some people now have a kind of uh, not want everybody to know their phone number. But I don't know how they
Like
have access.
avoiding anything Nigeria now. Like even social media.
Yes,
Yeah, some of them are
yes.
deleting their social media handle because they can no longer cope with the
Oh,
level of messages they
really?
get.
Because everybody will be asking you, please, my children, they have just sent them out from
They have
school.
not eaten.
This will ask you, my landlord is about to throw up my things out there. This will ask you, we have a burial at hand, we don't even have money to do it. This will ask you, please, have wedding. My brother, it's really a sham. Thank you, Mayago. First of
Anthony,
all, I thank you for this.
thank you
I'm a
so
first
much
time
as well.
caller.
Eh?
I'm
For,
a first time caller.
I
I've been
know.
trying every day, try.
I hear you
I
are.
say one day
I
it will
know.
get,
Look at it. Here you are. But
yeah,
I think you have to study it. Some people know the trick. Okay. They don't stop.
yeah,
You know why some people say, I've been calling and they don't get through? Let me tell you something. A lot of
yeah,
you, once you try 2, 3 times, then my ego is saying something or somebody says something. You are like, no, I want to listen to this person. So you've dropped your phone,
yeah,
listening again.
yeah,
Then you're like, no, I want to call
yeah,
back. By that time, it may be like about 200 people trying at the same time. Just imagine that we have over 3,000 people, right? And you want to call in, it will take extra effort. But I'm glad I spoke to you tonight. Okay. Thank you so much, Anthony. So that's a good one there. And at this point, I am thinking should we call it a night? Hang on. So Anthony's line got frozen. Well, I think he's already said most of what he wanted to say to us. So let's take this. Hello there.
Hello, my good.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh my God, today I'm like I'm in heaven, man.
Oh no, don't start. I mean, you're alive with me, of course, and I'm kind of like buzzing. I can imagine. I mean, this is gonna be good. How are you, sir?
My good, I'm very, very fine. I'm very fine, man. You're wonderful, seriously.
Thank you.
My first time calling.
I can tell. Like your name, sorry.
My name is Emeka, my good, Emeka.
Emeka.
Yeah, yeah. My, you know what?
Tell me.
My first time listening to you, I was like, what this man is talking about? Why is this man always just abusing Nigeria? Why is this man always talking like this? You know, when I continue listening to you, Mayegu, seriously, I know that nobody's like, you make me change your life, the kind of country that we are living. I swear, before I travel to UK, I swear. Hi, man. When I come to this country, I understand all you have been saying in your program always.
You get
seriously.
Yeah,
all the
anger,
I'm telling you,
all the rage.
I'm
like say waiting then get for
when I was
we
in Nigeria watching YouTube, I was like,
what is so special about this place? But the only special thing is that a human being run this place.
You know, the first time I just stepped my leg in UK, I was like, oh. Honestly speaking, this man was saying a lot of things that I need to realize that Nigeria is a hair, man. It's a hair. My good, right. You know what happened?
Tell us.
You're number one, seriously. I'm so much happy to talk to you. Seriously, you're number one. May God continue to bless you.
Amen.
You don't know, you have like when you are saying like when you are like talking, you are saying like if you want to hear, you know, some of you are like some of you are talking about, man. You really changed me.
You know, I mean, like I've always told people, I said I don't expect people to do what I say. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Whatever information you hear from me, right?
Man,
just by yourself, Go process
it. You know, I'm confirming Igbo guy. I'm from Abia State. You understand? Nnamdi Kanu is from my state, but I don't believe in Biafra. But it's you that make me to believe in Biafra. Seriously.
Bless you.
I'm telling you, you know, when they are saying Biafra, I say, what is Biafra? But it's you that I'm listening. I believe in Biafra. I'm telling you, honestly speaking. I'm telling you, Nnamdi Kanu is from my same state. You understand? I'm from Bende local government. Nnamdi Kanu is from Umuahia. You understand? The same, yeah. But I don't believe in Biafra. I don't even know. I don't like to hear Biafra. But when I start listening to you, totally, I was like,
it started making sense. Like that. Because I do tell people, I said, you know, one thing is this. We need to understand the fact that if we have a chance to make choice, we must allow others to make their choice too. So if somebody says, I don't believe in Biafra, my job is, if somebody says, I don't believe in Yoruba Nation, if I have a chance of talking to that person, my job is to give them reasons to actually believe in it.
Just look at what happened today.
Yes.
Is it a country? Yeah? This thing that happened today, is it a country? Is it a country? It's not a country, man.
Proud.
It's not this is not a country. Okay, I was like just thinking like this kind of thing happened to Emefiele. Okay, let us assume now Obi win. Let the court declare Obi winner. Do you think that they will allow him to rule? Do you think that now
they may try to stop him, but
DSS are not respecting the rule of law. They say we are a democracy. DSS are not respecting the rule of law. Okay, is it true that we respect the rule of law? Yeah. This is not country, man. This is not country. This Nigeria is not country anymore. Seriously, it's not country. You know what? May God continue to bless you, brother.
So
seriously,
much, okay?
Whenever I listen to you, immediately it's 8 o'clock. Man, I was like, oh, this man.
No, my ego so stars. I know. Thank you. I mean, I put a lot. You know, one thing is that I put a lot into the program, and I'm so happy that a lot of people actually they have become so used to it. So the standard is like this, And I promise I will never make it lower. Trust.
Seriously. Immediately like I close work 10 o'clock, but immediately it's 8 o'clock, I will just listen. Only thing, all I'm doing at 2 hours, I don't know. All my mind is in my head.
Bless you. And that's the good thing about it as well. If I can have your mind and all of that for that moment, you know, when you are watching, when you watch somebody for hours, an hour, 2 hours, and you are the type that hardly sits down to kind of listen to something like this, that means I'm doing something very good and right. If you see the caliber of people that are actually spending hours, you sit down there, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you are even so willing that until the mama call, like everybody wants to, you know what I mean? So that's something good. It's like a standard, and we need to maintain it. You have no idea what that is like. It's like a pressure. I'm used to it, where I can curate all my entire broadcast. All I'm going to need for that broadcast, I can create them within a space of maybe 4 or 5 hours. Here you get. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be like a stagnant 4 or 5 hours. So it's going to be like hours. I mean, doing this even when I'm doing other things. I'm picking news here, I'm picking there. I've got this here and there. I'm putting them together. How do I make it so? How do I present it? That it's not going to sound so directionless. And your 2 hours or 3 hours with me will be actually worth it. So every time people talk back and say, well, every time your program seems new and all that, well, I put a lot into it, and I'm glad you love it. It is political conversation. And if I was a billionaire or something with someone who is so rich, I will buy like 1 million digital cameras, 2 million pieces of drones, and I will unleash them on Nigeria, plug them everywhere, and I will give you free view Nigeria Flix, not Netflix, Nigeria Flix, and everything about Nigeria every day. For the rest of your lives, I can stream all of that to everybody if I was a billionaire. So yeah, I'm so good at that. And when people like it, so I'm always kind of compelled to do more. So thank you, all of you. You always want to remind me, Mayegun, you are doing so well. Well done. Remember, I get temper too. Sure you get. When somebody says something and I'm somebody who is not like, oh, I don't want to say that so that I don't want to offend people who like Mayegun. I want to be like that gentle, lovely. Oh, Mayegun, I love your smile. My smile is very good, right? And it is so real. That's how I am, right? But my other side, when I'm like, when I want to tell people like the way I feel, around that time, I throw away all this home training, all this smile and everything. I'll be like, I've never seen you so angry before. Congratulations, now you have. So I'll not be that kind, always like smiley. So, but I appreciate all of that, and thank you. I'll take another one. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Mayegun.
Good evening to you, too.
This is Dangada on the line.
I knew it. So you always come with your different star, and it's good to have you again. So we should be ready for another bombastic 4 or 5 minutes, aren't we?
You know for
anyway,
sure.
You have it, Papa.
You know for sure.
On the beat.
Mayegun, I will say this based on the message you complained of. The problem we Nigerians have. Every Nigerian believe that they know it all, and they want you to, abide to their own opinion. They want you to follow that their idea. That is why you see a Nigerian, when you are telling him that Tinubu government will not do well, he will say, I know, but Tinubu is already a millionaire. He can't steal from us, but let's just try him. He's trying to force his own opinion on you. When there is but in that discussion, he's already trying to force his own opinion on you. Yes, I know he's a criminal, but let's try him because he has already stolen enough. That kind of thing.
They are all the same, but Tinubu has money. He doesn't need money again. They are all the same. Let's try. I get it.
I'm a very tempered person too, but your program, Nnamdi Kanu program, and your program taught me to listen more and speak less, because when you start listening to people's different opinion on issue that you believe that you know much more about, and you see them saying things that you think let me just use this word, let me not say that I know, like you think and another person is saying that he knows this thing in a different way, and you will start seeing yourself like, is this not the same thing that I think that I know? It made me to start listening more and to learn more. You understand? So
what
coming
they
to
say, Don Gada, they said that the people who are going to really change our world in everything are people who are ready to unlearn what they have learned. Do you get that now? Because there
Exactly.
are things that
Yeah,
we
exactly.
were told while we were growing up, or information, updates, all these things continue to update us on our own, knows and knowings and all that. But for those who have clung on to the old beliefs and they don't want to leave that, and they, you know what I mean? It's difficult. But for
Yeah,
those who are
exactly.
going to really change
Exactly.
the world, they must be those who are ready to listen to others and unlearn
You know,
and relearn. Go on, Tonkada.
Mayogun, let me come to the issue at hand.
Yes, sir.
If you are a farmer and you have a plantain plantation, we always secure your plantain for it not to fall into another person's fence, because you risk losing it if it falls into another person's fence. You know why I said this? Southerners, they know the risk of what is happening in Nigeria, the machineries they are creating here and there. You understand? Let me start with Northerners. The things that has been happening in Nigeria, the killings, the kidnapping, and all those things, molestation, raping, marrying off of kids, and all that. You can never see an average Northerner come out to condemn it. Reason being that they all supported it. They are all supporting it. If you want to say, if you okay, let me say 97% of them are supporting it. And I will start with, if you think they are not supporting it, how many times have you seen a governor, a local government chairman, a senator, a minister, any of them coming out to condemn what is happening in Southern Kaduna? Must still be people from Southern Kaduna that will condemn it.
They would
Even
rather
from the Kaduna.
condemn those who condemn what is going on in Southern Kaduna.
Thank you. Even from
Unfortunately.
Kaduna, you will not see people condemning it, apart from the Christians who are the victims. You understand? The reason why I say this is that, there will be a time, and it will not be a very long time from now, when the Northerners we will be the one to mount whoever they want as a president. I know it's happening already, but when I said this, I meant it in this way. There will be a time. They have machineries around Nigeria already. They have Boko Haram, Al Qaeda, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Al Shaddai, and whatever.
Do you know what they said,
call it.
Dongada? They said that in 8 years of Buhari, over 50
Yeah.
armed groups surfaced, and they are still operating in
Of
Nigeria right
course.
now. Armed groups.
Of course. Of course. We are still calling the ones in the southeast Fulani herdsmen. They are not Fulani herdsmen. The one that is in southeast, southwest, they are not Fulani herdsmen.
No.
These people, most of them don't have cows. I will tell you what happened in Enugu last month.
Tell us.
They kidnapped a son of my in-law in a community called Olo in Ezeago local government. They demanded for 50 million, and the family is very poor. They could not afford such amount. They held that guy and transferred all the money in his account until 2 weeks after they finished transferring the money. At the same time, they held one of my friend's wife's sister, and they collected 5 million and emptied his account. The same time, the same week, the same period. This thing happened last month. You understand? Now, I want to ask this question. Does it mean that those securities operators in Southeast and Southwest, that the name we registered, the calls they make to demand this ransom, that they cannot track them? They can track them, Mayegun.
They can.
But what is happening is this, I remembered in 90s and in early 2000s, when if they kill one of a Southeast Easterner in North, the Easterners will start killing the Northerners in the East. I remember those days. But now they have used our own people who are in government, governors and senators, to weaken us, that things like this would be happening and nobody will say anything about it. There's something that happened in
to fight back.
there is something that happened one of the local governments in Anambra State. The local government is in my head, but I can't mention it now because of I have a lot of things in here. You know, they kidnapped. This thing happened the last 2 weeks. They kidnapped a lady. I think a warrior. They kidnapped a lady for 6 months. These people are Fulanis from Niger. They claim to come from Niger. They were two. They were employed as a securities to protect, to guide one empty house like that. They kidnapped this lady for 6 months. They were raping this lady day, morning, and night. You know, they impregnated this lady. They gave her some substance, local medicine. They took her inside the bush. This baby, how am I going to say it? Like shit the baby out, like the baby is already formed. They forced the lady to inside the bush to push the baby out. They took her inside, and from that same day, they started raping that lady again until they got her pregnant again. This thing happened 2 weeks ago. If you want me to send you the video, I will send it. You know, after the
So were
they
they caught or something? Or how did this come out, or she escaped or something? What happened?
No, they didn't escape. They didn't escape. They caught the two bastards. You know, they did not even run. They did not even. Let me not use the word caught because they did not run. The lady, the securities around the place discovered the lady. Then they started questioning the lady when those guys went out, and maybe to get something else. So they invaded the building. They saw the lady. They started questioning the lady. The lady said that these people has kidnapped them for the past 6 months. Now those guys, they waited for those guys to come back at night. They questioned them, what happened? Did you kidnap these ladies? They said yes. Did you got her pregnant? They said yes, and they aborted it. The second one, who owns the pregnant? They said the pregnancy. They said it was them. You know what the security said to him? To them, he said to them, "I hope you know me very well." He said, "Yeah." They said, "Yes." Where did you come from? Niger Republic. Have I ever treated you like this community? They said no. They said, okay. Did anybody touch you? They said no. Everything you are saying here, did we force you to say it? They said no. They said we are going to forgive you, but let this thing not repeat itself in this community again. Mayagun, what the hell is that?
They let them go.
I'm telling you. Do you want me to send you the video? I can search the video and send you watch it by yourself. I'm not telling you this is not an audio or whatsoever. This thing happened just 2 weeks ago, not far back as 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And you know, we have securities that Ifeanyi claimed to create in Anambra State. We have the governor of Enugu State moving around, stealing people's shop on Mondays because they decide not to open their own shop. They paid the rent for, you know. But now
that's very sad. I mean, I wish I can't say I wish you didn't tell us, but now I'm kind of worried because I know
because
when things like this happen, right? It's not the first time, okay, but maybe not graphically described the way you just described it, okay. But I know that most of these communities where they are perpetrating all these crimes and all that, especially under Buhari, there was no way that many of them who got arrested didn't make their way back to the community. So we have all this on record. But I mean, raping somebody, forcing them to do abortion, and the rest of that, and then the community came out about it, and it was just like, we warned you, or we are warning you, or something like that. That's sad, very sad.
You know what? You know why I have to say it open? I have some records of even the guy they stole his prick in Benin today. He was an Hausa beggar. The video is there on the line. Maybe you must have seen that one too. You know why I have to say this? I'm saying this because I want to tell you how weak we have become in our own societies. How they have ended up rendered us so powerless in our own societies. Because now we have youths who cannot even react because they are afraid their own governors cannot protect them. Their own communities cannot protect them any longer. So when things like this are happening, when a sitting governor, an ex-governor will come out and tell you that you should not kill Boko Harams, that they are their children, their kids, that they are Nigerians. A time will come when these people will circulate. You do remember when they once mentioned that they want to send...
The time is already here. We just don't know when they're going to strike us all at the time. I mean,
of course, it won't take after Tinubu's regime.
Thank you so much.
So,
sorry.
So you know why I say this is this, Mayogon. time in no long time, it won't take more than a Tinubu's regime. Yeah? Now, Asari have created his own machineries. There are machineries all over Nigeria, and it's not going to end soon. Because if Asari died today, another person would want to be as powerful as Asari to be threatening government. Nothing
rich as he is, still free money.
You know. So I have a lot to say, but let me just try to
advancement. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thank you very much.
No. Well, anyway, thank you so much. You have a good one, Baba. Okay, thank you very much. Guys, I'm going to draw the curtains, right? I was going to show, like I said before, I was going to show you our update from the Yoruba Union, but Talks came on and he said to share his own experience with all of us. But to every one of you who has been with me tonight, Ifeanyi Ojuka, thank you very much for your super chat, okay? And thanks to every one of you who called in as well, who shared this, and my new subscribers too. I'm going to see you some other time, okay? And until then, remember, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, you can still do that before you go, okay? And I will see you some other time. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.